Live from.
Don't say it's a 1:30 p.m. shot. So we're not supposed to be. It's fine.
I'm not gonna say anything.
We're live.
The Kenrick Golf Belt solves the problem of how to easily find your divot repair tool and ball marker. Our beautiful, genuine leather belts are made in the USA. No more ripped pockets or searching your bag for your divot repair tool or ball marker. The Kenrick Golf Belt can't improve your swing, but it can improve your style. Raise your game today.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Golf Dudes here at we are live from Kirkbride Country Club, the championship course at Kirkbride Country Club, as one would say.
Yep.
I'm Joe Calabro. That is Rich Capali. Rich, how you doing today, buddy boy?
I'm good. On a little mini vacation here. Gonna spend my vacation at the Kirkbride Country Club for the next 3 days. Excited to tear up the course. Not literally.
Well, maybe literally.
Score-wise, yes, but
maybe literally. So we are here at Kirkbride. We are just above the 10th hole at Kirkbride Country Club. We are playing in a tournament this afternoon. That's why we're doing it here. So for those that are keeping score at home, there will be no Calabro Capali Summer Classic today. That will be postponed to next week.
We are not enemies today. We're friends.
Or the week after. We're trying to win this tournament together. So if you're looking forward to me finding out how much I beat him by, you'll have to wait. So like I said, we are above the 10th hole here. And we do have to be careful because people are teeing off. So if we're talking low, that is why. So lots to get to today. We're going to try to go till 11:15, 11:20-ish or so. It's just a normal show. So if you're on the chat, feel free to say hello. And as I do social media, but Rich, a big week in local golf. And obviously you have some PGA Tour thoughts that we're going to get to as well. Don't mind me. I'm just doing the social media. But Rich, a big week, tournament week here in Rhode Island.
First want to say congratulations to our friend Allison Paik. Came in third at her tournament in New Hampshire. Can't wait to have her back on the show. She was in contention for first place for a while. And it was a great third place finish for her.
Yes, she finished third in the New England Women's Amateur. That was a 3-day tournament that ended on Wednesday, so yesterday, and we covered it through and through, and she was great. She retweeted all of our stuff and all that, so that was a good sign. That was pretty cool, and she almost won the thing. She had the lead temporarily in the second round. I believe she took the lead on the back nine, and then kind of gave it back. But she's 18 years old.
I know, it's crazy.
And in fact, the woman that won is the U.S. Women's Mid-Amateur champion.
Yeah.
So she was playing against real competition.
18 years old playing against absolute sticks.
She wasn't playing against nobody. So that was the big tournament this week. And congrats to Allison. She gets ready to go to Columbia, hopefully, given the circumstances.
Knock on wood, she'll be able to play
in a couple of months or so. So there's that. A great tournament run by the New England Golf Association. The other tournament that happened this week, kind of at the same time, was the State Floorball Championship. That was won by Notre Dame stars Davis Chatfield and Andrew O'Leary. If I pronounced his name correctly. Hope I said his first name correctly. And that was a heck of a tournament too. I know have a lot of friends that played in that tournament. They kind of ran away with it.
Yeah, that Notre Dame golf team has some serious players on it.
Yeah, they kind of ran away with it. The final score doesn't indicate that the final score makes it closer than it was.
It was a whooping.
So they won that. That ended on Tuesday. That was at Potawatomi, and they finished a total of 15 under par combined to win. That tournament was loaded. It was fun to follow that live. Bobby Leopold played. Tyler Cook. Joey Hassett played, the former PC star. He was playing representing Warwick.
Nice.
And also shout out to for my friends that played, Scotty Bullis and Corey Martone, Derek Audette, and Mike Hamilton, both former Kirkbride Club champions. Just saying. They made a big run. They fell just short, but they made a big run on the second day. I think they were 6 under on the second round combined. So they got off to a tough start. They got off to a tough start, or tough first round, tough end of the first round. But they turned it around. So a shout out to them. So those are the 2 big championships. Obviously, this is all building up to the RA Amateur, and all these guys will be playing the RA Amateur. Chatfield can win it again. I mean, I think one stretch in the state forward, I think he went birdie, eagle, birdie.
Easy game, huh?
to put the thing away. So he's just amazing. Patrick Welsh also played in the tournament. And I think they finished top 10 or so. So it was a loaded tournament, loaded week. This week for local golf, which we've written about and we posted tee times for earlier. I think we posted it on Monday. The World Series of Junior Golf over at Triggs.
At Triggs, yeah.
And that actually starts today and then ends tomorrow. So we'll have recaps of that on Golf News RI either later tonight or tomorrow, depending on how things go and the bandwidth that I have here. So stay tuned for that. Some top juniors are playing that, including Kirkbray's own Kylie Eaton. Obviously, if you listened last week, you know her story. She's the daughter of hockey player, former NHL defenseman Mark Eaton. So, yes, there's kids getting lessons.
We have some youngsters getting lessons down here.
We have some junior golfers.
But don't get it twisted. They can probably hit it better than me.
Yes, well, that's not good. There's that. So overall, a big week in junior golf. I don't have any rapid plus on junior golf, not junior golf, but on local golf. If you haven't checked out the website yet, be sure to check out Peter Walsh's column. He kind of writes a tribute to his daughter, but really it's about junior golf and the importance of junior golf. And so it's a really good column. Peter Walsh does a great job, obviously. Thanks to my mom for watching. So if you haven't checked that out, we just posted it about an hour or so ago. I posted his column on Facebook page and on Twitter. So I'll be sure to check that out. The other major story that we've been following and actually I don't know if Pat is listening, but shout out to him because he helped me. I know he was trying to work on some things, trying to get a guest on for his show later tonight, which I really wanted to tease for him, but he said it was not confirmed yet, so I'm not touching it. Otherwise, even though I used to. Is the Brown University story, or they're playing their sports teams. The situation continues to escalate this week. The RAACLU got involved, and now they're being implicated in.
It's from a case that was what the case from like in the 90s. Yeah, 92. It's crazy. It's crazy how stuff just pops up.
The Title IX lawsuit from 1992 is kind of brought back out now because they cut. I don't know how many women's sports they cut, but they cut a good amount of women's sports. Mm-hmm. So that we're bringing that back up.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like thank you. It's crazy. Like I think that the pandemic it's just due to the pandemic. I think it's just going to get worse. Although, this is horrible to say, but some of these universities are doing it. I think it would have happened even if we didn't have the pandemic, which is crazy. And the amount of money that these universities bring in, especially the Ivy League schools, let alone the state schools and the private schools and stuff like that, but Ivy League in general, they bring in so much money per student. Mm-hmm. It's hard to believe that they're actually cutting sports. I know sports are expensive, but like I said, the amount of money that they bring in, it's crazy. And these kids have to suffer because some of them go to a school to play sports. Mm-hmm. You know, like Ohio State, people, they go to play football, hockey. Notre Dame, they go to play football and hockey. Michigan, so on and so forth. And you just basically pull the rug out from under these guys. It's absolutely nuts.
And some of them, in the case of Brown, which is what the Jeffrey Kessler is going after, they were recruiting players knowing that they were
thinking that they were good. Yeah, that's asinine. I can't believe that.
It was one. I think we mentioned this last week. One of the people quoted in our article and in their original press release was I don't want to mispronounce her name, so she was a rising freshman.
Yeah, come to our school knowing that you're not going to have a place to play next year or go to school.
But they didn't tell them that, so it's kind of
just nuts.
So that's kind of the controversy with that, but that continues to escalate. We've been trying to cover it as best we can, and I know thanks to Pat helped me with some of the legal stuff on Tuesday. We were chatting back and forth late into the night, trying to figure out a headline and kind of how to handle it from our perspective. Obviously, Pat does more of a news political stuff, but I try to keep it to sports. But obviously,
And shout out to Pat for the original story. He broke it while I think we were on air one. Was it 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, or something like that?
Longer than that.
He had his ear. His ear on the ground, and shout out to him for pulling that together while we were on the air.
We've run with it, and like I said, he's trying to get a guest on his show tonight. I do know he has a big guest on his show tomorrow. It's not that we talk about baseball, but the Paul Sox obviously moved to Worcester. He's having the general manager of the Worcester Bravehearts on tomorrow at 4 p.m. So we can share that as well. So we have that going on. But obviously, thank you to the fine service here at Kirkland. I should have at 10 o'clock this morning. They said, "Do you want a drink?" No,
not yet. Wait about 40 minutes to an hour. See, here we go.
See? So shout out to them. So that's kind of the local stuff. I know you just weighed in kind of on the Brown situation.
Yeah.
The World Series of Junior Golf taking place starting today. I think they started this morning.
Yep.
And that goes to tomorrow. After tomorrow's the final round of that at Triggs. You have a chance to get over there and watch those kids hit the ball. You will be astonished. So there's all that going on. Obviously, the PGA Tour is still going on. And I know you have a handful of PGA Tour thoughts and different things going on there, playing the Rocket Mortgage
in Detroit.
Yeah, in Detroit, Michigan. So that's underway as we speak. It's kind of weird to do a show in the morning with the tournament going on.
We usually have some results for you after the first round, but I have some in-round stuff that I can get to.
So we have that going on as well. So again, this is the Golf Dudes live at the championship course at Kirk Ray Country Club, high above the 10th hole. As we watch, I think there's a ladies tournament this morning, watching them crank the ball out there. So we have a ton going on. It's been a busy week, obviously. 4th of July looming on Saturday.
Big weekend.
We'll get to some 4th of July thoughts later in the show. But while we're talking about it, and we covered most of the local stuff and kind of recapped kind of what happened this week, crazy week. PGA Tour, what are your... Obviously, you have the live scoring on your phone.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this week's tournament? What are your thoughts on the tour?
As you reported, I think it was Tuesday. We had a couple more tests positive.
Mm-hmm.
Not really. I mean, it's huge news, but I mean, we knew, when sports came back that this was going to happen, and it's going to happen with the NBA, NHL, all that coming back. But Chad Campbell on the PGA Tour tested positive, withdrew. And there was 3 guys on the Korn Ferry Tour: Brandon Wu, Taylor Montgomery, and Justin Hodge. They all tested positive, and they were they're playing at TPC Colorado, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Like we said, it's gonna, knock on wood, it doesn't get worse, but I mean the tests are going to be there. They're going to be tested, and Jay Monahan just I think it was last week, put through a new was it precautionary measures. He added it to the player safety list.
Just last night they changed the which I actually flight with you, but it's like late. Just last night they changed the policy, so the PGA Tour adjusted their policy on the coronavirus situation, and that if a player tests positive, then it gets 2 negative tests?
2 negative tests,
two negative tests within 24 hours, they can go back and play. So, for example, Chad Campbell is now eligible to play.
Next week.
Next week. He had 2 eligible tests. Another guy tested positive last week. I can't think of it.
Yeah, and that comes on the heels of the false positive test of Brooks Koepka caddy.
Right.
So he tested positive on site. Where was it last week? Wherever it was, and then he got retested from his doctor at home, and he was false. So I mean, it was a false positive there. So Monahan's trying to eliminate kind of not taking away a second tournament from a player if they test negative twice. So that's another good thing. Also, they added a stipulation where the you have to get tested before you touch the golf course. Apparently, what was going around was like when Nick Watney took his test before he found out his results, he was hitting balls on the range. That is completely counterproductive of the PGA, of what we want to do here in getting sports back. Touching, whatever it is, just being in the area of other players when you're supposedly positive. That's a no-no. Nobody's allowed to be on the grounds until they test negative 100%. So, which I think should have been a day one rule, but I'm glad they're enforcing it now. And
that's what happened. And that's what I thought was so frustrating with the Nick Watney situation. Yeah. That's why, as we talked about last week, again, we're just reviewing. We talked about this and talked about it, but that's what was frustrating the Nick Watney situation. So I thought that would have been a disaster.
Oh yeah,
they're lucky.
Yeah. I mean, even though it's like golf is like natural social distancing. I mean, sometimes guys get excited and they're on the tee box, they're talking, they're within they're closer than that 6 foot range. You never know. Like it could be you could get a positive, and you just it just goes down the line. It just infects the whole tour, and then you have to shut it down, and we're back to square one. No golf. So I'm glad they're taking it a little bit more seriously, because I know that I can't live without golf for the whole summer.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks to my mom for saying good show. I'm glad she's watching the show at Stop and Shop instead of helping customers.
That's messed up. Wow.
And thanks to Derek Audette for watching. Try to get Derek great run at the state floorball.
Yes,
tried to get Derek on the show today, but he's got his excuse was a practice round at Pawtucket Country Club.
Yeah,
it's our amateur practice round. So
yeah,
I told him I guess that's a valid excuse. I guess we'll let it slide. Yeah. But hopefully we can get him on and others on as well with the RA amateur coming up. So thanks to them. You wanted to do a quick. You had some cool betting information.
Yeah, I had it, but then I realized that because the rounds already started at 7 o'clock, the odds disappeared. So I may do after we have dinner tonight, I may do a quick Facebook Live video of the odds for the second round. Depending on what's going on over here.
That could be a drunk Facebook Live video.
Yeah, it might be a slightly intoxicated video, but
you can do that on your own personal page.
Nonetheless. So we got the first.
Our viewers know.
Oh yeah, of course. So we got the first rounds underway in Detroit. I gotta wait for my app to load.
Yeah, so Rich found some interesting betting odds. Like I said, you can't bet because the round's currently going on, but something to keep an eye on. And you found some interesting like matchup bets.
Oh yeah, some
yeah, kind of cool stuff.
Yeah, we've got
people like to know.
Yeah, so we have a matchup bet which I didn't even know was on the on the Twin River betting app. Hideki Matsuyama versus Patrick Reed today at 1 o'clock. This is fantastic. Head-to-head matchup. Money line is Matsuyama plus 100. So if you want to take a dive on that, that's even money, 10 to win 10. Patrick Reed's minus 25. He's minus 125. He's the favorite, and that goes off at 1 o'clock for all those interested. And then we got another tournament bet, Bubba Watson versus JT Poston. Yeah. Bubba is the favorite at plus 105.
No, when you say both versus is who has the lowest score?
Exactly. Yeah, it's basically a money line matchup. They're playing against each other because they're in the same group. So this is new.
You would think Bubba Watson would.
Yeah. Right? I don't know. No, actually, I'm sorry. I lied. JT Poston's a favorite at minus 135. Yeah. And Bubba's plus 105, so that might actually be a decent bet to put Bubba on there because Bubba's been playing decent golf since the return. So, check it out on the Sportsbook app. I just actually found this 10 minutes before we went live, so this is news to me. I like these head-to-head matchups instead of doing the field. The field's very, very tough to bet, especially when you're betting singles. Let me do a quick.
Basically, he's gonna be distracted the entire day.
No, it's after 1 o'clock, so we'll be all right. Let me give you a quick leaderboard roundup because we're running a little low on time now.
Fine.
So we got Corey Kirk and Dennis Redmond at 5 under through 16. Cameron Changale at 5 under. Yeah, we actually got a 5-way tie at the top. Other notables: Billy Haas, blast from the past, 4 under. Pat Perez 4 under. Ricky Fowler 4 under. What else we got here? Yeah, that's pretty much it for the big names. Ryan Armour 2 under, Lonto Griffin 2 under, Schwartzel 2 under.
Can you
So, yeah.
do you have can you give any notable tea times for the afternoon? Some everybody notable. I think Ricky's playing, right?
Yeah, Ricky's playing right now.
Ricky's out right now.
Yeah, he is.
My boy.
Yeah, I like follow. Here, go ahead. Do what you're gonna do. Oh, Tony Finau's even through 13.
Yeah. So Ricky Fowler's playing. Tony Finau's playing. I have a cool stuff about Ricky Fowler.
Fowler's 4 under through 12.
4 under through 12. My guy Ricky Fowler. For those of you who don't know, Ricky Fowler actually played at Wanamoisa Country Club in the Northeast Amateur a handful of years. I don't know how many years ago it was now. It was a while ago.
It's a while, yeah.
But even back then,
for a while.
but he was already a star in the Northeast Amateur, so I went to go see him play. And then a couple years later, I went with my dad to see him not to see him, but to see the TBC Boston tournament, which I think was at Deutsche Bank at that time. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah, it was.
It was
Back then. Yeah.
And so I'm not a big autograph person, but this was still a cool moment, still a cool thing. So during the practice room, and my dad had a Wanamoisa hat, and he got Ricky to sign it, and Ricky walked with us for like the next hole, signing the hat and talking about how much he loves Wanamoisa and playing and stuff. So
shout out to Scotty for watching.
Scott Lewis for watching. I made Boogie. We'll have him on eventually as well.
Absolutely.
So to your girlfriend / wife Tina Nori for watching. Thanks for all you guys' support, and we'll surely see you soon. Talk about PGA Tour, talk about some of the local stuff. I know PGA Tour is in flux, and again, we're doing the show in the morning just to allow us to not rush through the course, but we'll certainly check in with updates. If anything crazy happens, we'll surely post it. Either I have the app on my WordPress app phone, right now, or we'll do a quick live if something crazy happens that we have to get something up on.
Like if I go low, maybe today or something.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. So stay tuned for Golf News RI playing a tournament this afternoon, but we're not completely offline. If something big happens either locally or on a national level, I'm not necessarily expecting anything. Any major news to happen, but you never know. Usually, you don't expect breaking news to happen. Usually.
Thanks, Scotty. Appreciate it.
Scotty Bula says, "Good job, boys." Thanks, Scotty. I don't know if I'm going to see you in like an hour or two.
Yeah, maybe. I'm here all weekend.
I'll buy you a drink for that nice comment. So that's going on. So yeah, that's kind of the deal here. We are live at Kirkbride Country Club again. Like I said, high above the 10th hole, 10th tee rather.
Beautiful day out here on the deck.
It looks like that's going to be a great day for this member guest tournament. We are off. Our time is at 1:30, so we're counting down until then. But obviously, a big weekend in Rhode Island, big weekend everywhere. Not just,
absolutely.
I don't know why I said big weekend in Rhode Island.
4th of July weekend, a lot
weekend,
of tournaments going on.
Other than the playing of golf, which you're going to be doing as part of your everyday Kirkbride residence.
Oh, of course.
When you think of the 4th of July, what do you think? If you think of the people that sacrifice,
it's a little different this year. Like with all the stuff that's going on, everything pandemic, everybody's cooped up inside. I'm gonna refrain from saying anything. Just with all the stuff that's going on, man. Just stay safe, stay healthy, follow guidelines, stuff like that. And basically, that's about it.
Yeah. So for me, when I think of the 4th of July, obviously those that gave independence, but sports-wise, or give their life for our independence and all that stuff. But sports-wise, I think of Lou Gehrig because it was July 4th.
That's right.
1939. That year might be wrong. I think it's 1939 where he gave his famous speech where he talked about he was the luckiest man on the face of the planet.
Of the earth, yeah.
And so that's another thing I think of on July 4th. And every year I post a speech on my Facebook page. I may have even posted on the Golf News RI page this year. But every year I post a speech on my Facebook page. I don't take the whole my time to write it. I simply copy and paste from any number of websites. But I just think that's one of the greatest, maybe the greatest speech ever. Given the circumstances and what he was going, and back then, given what he was going through, and so that's the other thing I think of when I think of July 4th. Can you think of any great July 4th golf moments, either professionally or
besides our 4th of July tournament here. That's a epic holiday every year.
Yeah.
Nothing comes to mind. I'd actually have to like look it up. But
I was trying to think of this the other day. I don't know if golf has any. I mean, I'm sure there's something.
I mean, I'm fairly certain this Rocket Mortgage, I think, is usually every 4th of July weekend.
Is the tournament in this place? I mean,
I think so. I'm fairly certain it is.
Nice.
So I mean, it's a tournament, but it's not really like a anything huge.
Yeah. So that's kind of what we have going on here. We're gonna try to kind of wrap this up and kind of get out of everyone's way here. But somebody just teed off 10. But this was fun. We're trying to do more of these once in a while, whether it's here or
it's a lot easier being side by side than waiting for a delay on my end.
Yes, that's true. Yes, but we're gonna try to do more of these if it's successful. I did not send out Facebook invites today because I wasn't. I was gonna look and I was nervous about. We didn't do any tests. I'm always nervous about having all these people watch and then it looks like crap. But now we have some confidence in and have a good idea of what it looks like and how to set it up, including moving my computer every which way. We'll do more of these, whether it's formally through the Coalition Radio Network, which is what we want to do, but obviously, or we just do it on our own Facebook Live page. So, like I said, we're playing golf this afternoon, big tournament. We're trying to win. We're going to try to win. But if anything happens, we'll be on it, whether it's through writing or through a quick pop-up on our Facebook page between me and Rich or just me, whatever the case may be.
We'll be there.
If he gets wind of a big story, he'll just pop up himself, and we'll share it and social it out and do it that way. And then, or we'll just do something, or just do something through writing. So we want to thank everyone for tuning in. We want to thank Joel, our great producer, for helping us get this set up.
Yeah, thanks, Joel, for coming in early and doing this for us.
And doing what you do. And also thanks to Pat Ford
Thank you, Pat.
Helping me earlier this week. I know Tuesday was a late night, but we have lots of late nights in the media world. And be sure to tune into his shows either tonight and the next couple of days. He has some big shows coming up, big guests, and some cool stuff. And he's starting to, I think, sink his teeth into the situation at Brown University because it's kind of getting into his realm a little bit. So I know he's and by the way, we completely forgot to mention it, and this is not for a talking point necessarily, but just to add on to the Brown University thing, we posted it yesterday. UMass Dartmouth also cut golf.
I saw that. Yeah, I said, it's just going to get worse, especially with the potential of the kids not going back to campus. It's just going to get worse for all sports.
And so I'm interested to see, and because the reason I posted was I was interested to see, what happens, given what's happening with Brown now. There are all kinds of legal issues.
Yep. What's going to pop up?
What's going to happen at UMass Dartmouth?
They're going to dig something up.
Now, the thing we don't know is, and I haven't looked today, so if somebody has any other information, then let me know. But I don't know if those student athletes, if those teams are going to pursue anything like Brown did, right? Because this started because the Brown team started pursuing.
Yeah. Exactly. Legal, rightfully so too.
I don't know if you kind of call it legal action, but so that's the only thing I don't know. That was just a random thing I forgot to mention. That UMass Dartmouth also cut golf. My mother says, "Good luck golfing today, golf dudes."
Golf dudes.
Again. So that's. I think we're gonna wrap this up here. Kind of get ready to play. I know you have to do a few things, and I have to go get my stuff and hopefully move my car closer. But listen, we want to thank everyone for tuning in today. I know it was an awkward time, and but next time we'll have it more planned out. We'll send out invites, and we'll do a little bit bigger thing now that we have some confidence in the process and confidence in this working. And we'll do some different things. We'll have guests on. We are gonna have guests on eventually. We got Allison back on us, whatever. So thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you all. Thanks for all the support. Stay tuned to Golf News Hour throughout the weekend, holiday weekend. But we're going to be posting content throughout the weekend. And so we'll do that. So, Rich, let's go try to win a golf tournament.
Yeah. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Stay safe, and we'll see you guys next week.
All right. Thanks, everybody.